Let's go.
We can talk about it, but all talking is cheap. Cause the last word is me. The last word is me. We can talk about it, but you ain't beating me. Cause the last word is me. The last word is me.
Yeah, I know.
The last word is me. The last word is me. The last word is me.
Say what?
The last word is me. The last word is me. The last word is me.
Can you believe that, man?
The last word.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. Last word. Back to another episode of The Last Word. We had a lot of fun over the weekend, a lot of crazy games, and the brackets are finally made up. So let's get right into it. Surprisingly enough, Seattle's in and Green Bay is out. So I guess the question is, why did Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay Packers lose the last playoff spot? They lost 20-16 to the Detroit Lions. What's your take on that?
Whoa. To be honest, Green Bay had a perfect opportunity to backdoor themselves into a playoffs. And unfortunately, this year they've regressed again, making it now, 2 years ago, out in the conference finals. Last year, out in the first round. This year, not in the playoffs. The Green Bay Packers are just showing, unfortunately, that they're no longer a real contender in this league. Now, is that all on Aaron Rodgers?
I would say that a lot has to do with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he barely passed for over 200 yards, one touchdown. Ramping up to this game, Aaron Rodgers been, I told y'all, just give us a time, give us some time to, get this thing together. And, I think they were on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, they ramped it up coming.
You see the cockiness coming out, and then all of a sudden, when Aaron Rodgers is supposed to come through, I mean, the Detroit Lions, they are scary, but I don't know if they're that scary. And then the team does respond to Dan Campbell. I mean, they put it all on the line for him. I mean, but they are the Detroit Lions.
Remember, the Detroit Lions are one of the best offenses in the league as well.
So
that side of the football, they definitely organized and again, shout out to their offensive coordinator, I believe is Ben Johnson. But that guy, definitely make sure, if you're Detroit, you make sure you pay this guy. Make sure you have some type of cohesion coming into next season. However, their offense is a solid offense. Defense, questionable, but still, Green Bay, how do you lose that game?
Let's look at it. You got Aaron Jones, their top receiver, 48 yards, 12 catches. Aaron Jones was their top rusher.
Yes.
48 yards. The top receiver was Christian Watson with 104 yards, 5 receptions.
Yeah, majority of that was on that one long pass he caught.
Absolutely.
But
on the other hand, Jared Goff comes in, and surprisingly,
sorry, what did you say? You mean Jared Montana?
Jared Montana. Well, whatever you want to call him. Jared, let's just call him Jared. Jared comes in, surprisingly, and throws no touchdowns, no interceptions, but comes through with 224 yards, just enough to beat, isn't it back-to-back MVP?
Who? Back-to-back? Either way, yeah, his performance definitely fell off this year.
He's a reigning MVP.
Okay.
Does he deserve some? I don't know if we can give him any more respect than that.
Well, again, regular season, Aaron Rodgers has definitely been one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen in football. However, the questions have started to grow in terms of what he does in the postseason. Yes, he does have a championship to his name. Yes.
Very early in his career, yes.
Yes, yeah. And however, there's been a long stretch here of longing for some playoff success. As I said earlier, 2 years ago, conference championship loss. Last year, division loss. This year, no playoffs. The real answer to Green Bay's problems was that no one had the balls a few years ago when Aaron Rodgers wanted that re-up to say no. They already drafted a first-round quarterback, Love, and decided that we're going to pay this turning 37-year-old quarterback $50 million per season to continue. At some point, you got to say to yourself, and this team, again, he's winning MVPs. It looks great in the regular season, but come up short. But you as an organization have to have it within you to say
no.
We're gonna go in a different direction. You're half stepping. They half stepped. They went half foot in, saying, "Okay, we're gonna draft Love, and give up picks to move up to get him," but then turn around and say we're gonna re-sign the old quarterback and run that back.
Well, it should be interesting to see what Aaron Rodgers' next step is because, as we all know, he likes to play the games around this time of year. Is he coming back? Is he not coming back? I mean, the way he was walking off the field with Randall Cobb with his hand around the shoulder would somewhat indicate that he's not going to be back, but then it is Aaron Rodgers, so we'll have to wait and see what his next steps will be. $50 million, do you go ahead with him? I mean, if it was Tom Brady, there's no question to be asked. But Aaron Rodgers, do you ask? Well, we'll